Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Lenny Fly. I am the owner of Superfly Collectibles. Going to show you guys kind of our operation today. Hoping to start putting out a little bit different type of content. Liam and I and the crew have kind of moved on from doing the card breaks. We had a couple of big things happen in the last few months where we've got a couple of consignment deals that we're doing. We've got one guy who's been a dealer for a long time that's bringing us his mid and low end stuff, and we're selling it for him because we've got a pretty cool operation. We're able to move through lots of inventory in a hurry. And he likes just to on the higher end stuff. He's kind of moved away from the low and mid end stuff, so he's got boxes and boxes of it. As you can see down here on the floor, that's some of the new stuff that we are currently going to be listing over the next week or so. It's about, I guess about 4,000 cards. We process on a given day about 300 to 400 new listings. I can do as much as 1,000, but I've chosen to kind of keep that as my core amount that I'm going to list up to. We just crossed the 10,000 listing mark about a week ago. We're up to about 10,000, I don't know, 10,600, 10,700 because we're selling through a lot. And so we're going to show you guys kind of how we do things. And please reach out, send messages. If there's something you want to see, I'm going to show you kind of the nuts and bolts, and then I'm going to drill down into kind of the individual things we're doing. We started this business back in September of last year. Started with one card. My son said, "Hey, Dad, I want to list some cards on eBay. Can you help me open an eBay store?" And I said, "Okay, I actually have an eBay account. Why don't we use that?" And we changed the name. We called ourselves Superfly Collectibles because our last name is Fly. And we got up and running. And now, as you can see, that's our orders just from Saturday and this morning. So there's, I don't know, I guess about 100 outgoing items that we've sold. And I'm sure we'll get another 50 or 60 more today. We're averaging about 50 sales per day. On the weekends, 60 to 70. Our biggest day has been 100 items in one day. I think we actually did 112 because we had auctions close. And potentially on Monday, we might have another 151 out because we've got so many auctions closing. So I have two workstations. You can see I've got the one over here. This is where I do all my outgoing shipping, emailing, just the general work. And then over here, this is our listing area. So you can see I've got a Fujitsu FI8170, probably the most valuable piece of equipment I've got. And then this one is our SnapScan SV600. This one we use for scanning slabs. We get quite a bit of slabs in from our consignment. As you can see, there's probably, I don't know, 150 slabs total over here. I usually sell 4, 5, 6 per day, and then auction days just depends on how many we've got listed. We usually sell whatever we're putting out there. We also do some other collectibles. You can see we've got some autographed picture stuff on the walls. We get those from auction and sell them off pretty inexpensively considering what I see on eBay as a whole. And then we're about to launch into some other areas. So we've got an integration tool that we started using. I actually got the idea from a guy named JMac on YouTube. So it's JMAC, his YouTube channel. Asked him lots of questions when we started up back in September, October. And he's given us a lot of invaluable information. And then another piece of equipment we do a lot of work with is our little label printer. So I'm going to show you guys kind of our shipping process and how we get through things in a hurry, because that's the biggest thing is time commitment. And just to give you guys perspective, we're up to about $2,000 per week on average, all the way back to September of actual sales. But the last month, that number has jumped up to almost 4,500. So we are doing a ton of sales. The profits are starting to come up. First couple of months was very much a break-even event. Now we're starting to actually see some extra money flow in, and hopefully this year our goal is to hit the 6-figure in sales mark. We'll see if that happens. That's all determined by inventory, and I would say that's our biggest challenge so far is finding inventory to sell. So please hit that like and subscribe button. If you are a reseller, or want to be a reseller, or even just kind of dabbling in the hobby, it's always nice to have a way to move the inventory you don't want. That's what started it for us. and leave comments, ask questions. We want to help. Yes, we want to grow our following, but mostly we want to help because there's a lot of really crappy resellers out there. For us, we're at, I believe it's 2025 feedback, and we're 100% positive feedback. So our goal is to take care of the buyer. That's not always possible for anybody who's ever done a reselling. There are some wackadoodles out there in the world. We actually had one yesterday, and we can kind of tell you our process for working through those and how we deal with eBay. And then we're going to be moving into some other arenas as far as places we're going to sell. J-Mac shared yesterday with us about MySlabs and how we can integrate that, as well as there's a new one that we're working on. And tell you what, I'll share that later. I'm integrating right now into these other sales platforms, and we've got a tool that we're using to pull the listings down when they sell in one place so they don't show up in another. And then I'm going to show you guys all about how we get our scans in. We use Card Dealer Pro as our back-end tool for listings. It creates our listings for us, so I'll teach you all that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We're excited to step more into this and show you how we operate. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.